The modern business environment leaves zero margin for error. If planning a 2026 digital B2B marketing campaign, your data and messaging must be perfect. Take a do-or-die scenario, drafting a LinkedIn post specifically to secure a top voice nomination. If your profile and message are confusing, the algorithm throttles your reach. You could hire a board of expert consultants to pressure test every draft. But for most professionals, spending thousands of dollars to review a single post is financially impossible. So you ask a default AI chatbot for strategic advice. It requires no monetary budget and returns answers in seconds. We face enormous professional risk, but lack the resources for traditional risk mitigation. AI steps in as the necessary yet highly flawed substitute. Traditional experts are slow. Default AI is fast. Simulated experts are the middle path, but default AI lacks nuance. Its algorithms regress to the mean, overriding rare facts, like train coupling inventor, into generic phrases, like titan of industry. That blurry, exaggerated AI speak strips away the exact details required to make high-stakes, nuanced business decisions. Unless you bypass the default programming, the chatbot functions as a generic echo chamber rather than a true expert advisor. To bypass that programming, use the iterative prompting framework, the 4-part prompt, AI generation, and an evaluation filter. Applying a strict persona constraint forces the algorithm away from the internet average, locking it into a specific subset of its training data. For example, you can command the AI to operate strictly under the identity of historical industrial designer Dieter Rams. You give this simulated persona precise operational rules. Prioritize function over form. Apply the philosophy of less but better. Eliminate any text or explanation that does not directly help solve the core problem. Conversely, you can build an elite deep learning AI educator persona, instructed to translate complex neural network concepts into engaging social media formats. The requirement here is your own baseline industry knowledge. You have to know exactly which type of expert is required to solve your problem. The quality of the simulated AI's expertise strictly depends on your ability to articulate the precise boundaries of that expertise. Next, you lock in the remaining constraints, explicit context, and a strict format. By specifying your target audience and demanding a strict output, like a 150-word active voice bulleted list, you actively prevent the AI from rambling. Because these instructions are complex, you save them in a personal prompt library to reuse later. Properly architecting these constraints drastically increases your upfront setup time. You must reuse your saved prompts to maintain any operational efficiency. Simulating an expert does not save you time during the thinking phase. It shifts your effort heavily into prompt architecture. The final step is the human evaluation filter, checking accuracy, bias, and consistency. AI confidently hallucinates facts, especially regarding real-world physics or novel problems. And watch for elegant variation. AI's repetition penalty forces it to replace clear concepts with confusing synonyms. You also have to screen for bias, where the output unfairly favors one perspective due to imbalances in its original training data. Your workload shifts completely. You are no longer generating ideas from scratch. Your job is now to rigorously audit and edit the AI's output. The system can simulate the expert, but you act as the unforgiving editor. A simulated AI expert is not a magic 8-ball that hands you the correct decision. It is a mirror reflecting the rigor of your instructions. This makes the tool highly effective for resource-starved solo founders and startup leaders. If they diligently utilize prompt libraries, founders gain a free board of advisors, expanding the scope and breadth of their strategy. It also maps to the corporate strategist managing high-pressure, risk-averse deliverables. These strategists can intentionally build challenger personas, AI programmed specifically to attack and find flaws in their campaigns before a public launch. Founders use simulated experts to expand their capabilities, while corporate teams use them to lock down security and stress test their logic. There is, however, a specific type of user who must avoid this methodology entirely. If you are just a casual user approaching AI for a quick, thoughtless shortcut to blindly rubber stamp your daily work, if you are unwilling to rigorously evaluate the output for bias, hallucinations, and generic AI speak, this tool becomes an active threat to your business. Blindly copy-pasting simulated advice guarantees that you will inject highly confident, statistically generic errors directly into your final strategy. An AI expert is only as rigorous, accurate, and insightful as the human who is managing it.